Hello, I'm here with my new friend, Kristine from Australia. We just completed the 5-day podcast lead challenge for class of May 2024. Thank you for attending it, Kristine. Would love to have your feedback about the challenge, the content, and everything that you can, whatever you can say about the challenge.
Thank you for having me here, Payman. I really appreciate what you've shared in this podcast series. It's been very, very valuable. I have my own podcast, but it's in its early days. And there were some things that you shared that confirmed that what I was doing was right. But I have learned so much more from you and your guest speakers that are going to help me have a successful podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome. So what's the number one challenge or pain point you're facing with your podcast so far that's been holding you back from turning your podcast into a lead generation and money-making machine?
I think that understanding how to promote it, but also there's an RSS feed that I need to pay attention to, and also getting on other people's podcasts and inviting the right people to be on mine. They are key factors in how to be successful. I have invited successful business people to be on my podcast, but knowing how to get the even better people is going to change the trajectory of my podcast show.
Absolutely. And how are you going to how implementing what I shared with you this week going to change your podcast and your business?
Well, it's forcing me to put a plan into place to incorporate what I've learned here during the last 5 days. So it's going to, well, I don't want to fail. That is not in my it's not something that I entertain. So to move forward, I have to implement what you've shared, because I know that it's going to make me successful and achieve my goals.
Absolutely. Love that. Would you recommend the challenge to someone who might be looking into podcasting and attend the next
absolutely
challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
All right.
Very good information. It's clearly presented. I took some notes, of course, but you've also in the group got these videos that we can revisit and go through again, because obviously the first time you're taking in a lot of information, the second time you watch it, you'll see something else that's going to help you even more. So what you are offering for free is very, very valuable.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really hope it gets your creative juices going and really make you understand how tremendously transformational and transformative podcasting can be when done the right way, because it completely changed my life, the lives of my students, and other people are doing much, much, much bigger and better things than me. That have been, for example, Misha. You watch his call the other day. I thought, he's done twice as many podcasts as me. Is it 700 episode? Is a high 6-figure, maybe 7-figure build a business around this podcast. So super successful. There's people are doing even better. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there, because now I have a blueprint. I have a map. I went from literally zero. I told you my story. And that's without the podcast, I would be back in Toronto or the JOB. I hate doing it. I wouldn't be able to live the life I'm living now. But most importantly, I wouldn't even be able to have this conversation with you and other people just the way I've been doing it. Because again, I used to be painfully shy. I couldn't even look you in the eyes unless you were my close family.
Really?
Seriously.
Yeah.
That was me. That's the greatest gift for me, beyond the financials. Sure, the finances are important, but finding your voice,
I think that comes from the confidence, the
Yes.
confidence that you discover when you learn about yourself and you understand yourself, and you understand that what you're doing is valuable to people, and that you are needed. Your skills are needed.
Yes.
This is your talent area, so you're sharing your message, and that's exactly why I set up my podcast, because it's giving me a platform and a voice, and
Exactly.
what I'm offering is extremely valuable to people.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody wants and needs wellness,
What would you say was the main thing, the one thing that really stood out for you in this 5-day challenge? The number one highlight.
that I can do it, that
Oh,
it's not that hard.
yes. That's it. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is the main thing that's holding people back. Who am I? Who's going to listen to me? I'm a nobody. My voice doesn't matter. My story doesn't matter. But guess what? You matter. Your voice matters. Your story matters. And you can do it. If I did
Oh,
it,
absolutely.
fat, no self-esteem, no self-confidence, big nose, no air guy, anyone can do it. Seriously, it's not cheesy.
I have no doubt in my mind that I can do it. I know who I am now. Like I've been on this massive trajectory of learning in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
but particularly in the last probably 12 months, I guess. And this podcast that I've started, I know that it's going to mean something to people. I know it's going to help a lot of people, because
Yes.
I cover the mental side and the physical side. So that covers quite a lot of people.
Oh,
And there's
yes.
a lot of people out there need the messages that are in my podcast. So I know what I'm doing.
Focus
But
on,
doing this course is going to make my podcast better. And
Yeah.
and as I go and I experiment with things, it's getting better. And I know I've improved from the first one I did,
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So your 5-day challenge has challenged me in a few areas, and I have to look at how I can make my podcast better and more meaningful to people.
Absolutely. Make
And
it better, make it meaningful, and ultimately make it more profitable. Make it a profitable
get my
podcast.
message out. Yeah, it's got to be profitable. I definitely want some money. I've got so many big ideas that I want to achieve in the future, and that requires money.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I'm going all out.
Money is a blessing. Money is an energy. You need to fill your cup first so you can fill others.